In this AlignMix video, you will learn how to use the Radial Tool. To access the Radial Tool, you simply zoom into a territory and right-click on that territory, and that will pull up your Radial Tool. In the Radial Tool, you'll have a lot of different options to choose from. Let's start with the Delete Territory. So if you click on Delete Territory, it will delete that entire territory. If you right-click again to pull up that Radial Tool and click on this Zoom to Territory button, it will zoom into the territory you right-clicked on, and it will center it on your screen. And now let's right-click on the green Indianapolis territory. We also have this button here for smallest cluster. If you click on smallest cluster, the software will zoom into the area where that smallest cluster is. And you can see right here, there is a small non-contiguous area that AlignMix has zoomed into. So we can either merge this little green sliver of a zip code with the main mass of that territory, or simply erase it and make it unassigned. Let's for now just use the touch-align tool to absorb the area around it and next to it. So now when we zoom out, right-click on that Indianapolis territory again and click on smallest cluster, it will now center itself on the one territory. Since there are no non-contiguous areas, it'll center on that main mass. Let's right-click again on that Indianapolis territory, and now we can click here on the color button. From here, we can choose a different color for that territory we right-clicked on. So we can simply click on any custom color here, or we can fill in the hex numbers for a custom number. Click OK, and that color will change. Right-clicking one more time, let's click here on Hide. Hiding the territory will do just that. It will make it hidden from view. It has not been deleted, it's simply hidden so that it's not displayed on the screen. To bring that territory back, you right-click to pull up that Radial Tool once again, and you click on Show. So now let's zoom out and go to another area on the map. Let's come here towards Denver, and right-click again, and this time we're going to click the Lock button. Clicking on the Lock button will lock that territory, meaning that you can't make any changes or select any part of that territory. Using the lock is great to keep track of your progress when you're balancing and optimizing your territories manually. This way you know which territories you've completed and which ones you haven't. The ones that have been completed will have the lock, and you can't make any more changes to them. To unlock that territory, you right-click again and click on Unlock. You can also access the territory properties from the Radial Tool. To do that, you right-click once again to pull up that Radial Tool, and then click on Properties, and from here you will have access to the Territory Properties view, where you can edit the ID and name of that territory, and also create new sales rep assignments and district assignments. So let's click here on Cancel. The final thing you can do in the Radial Tool is to export your territory data for that single territory. And let's pull up that Radial Tool one final time. And the final thing here we can do in the Radial Tool is we can export the data for this single territory. If we click on this little drop-down arrow here, you can choose either to export this one territory to a KML file or export this one territory to Microsoft Excel. And there you go. You've just learned how to use the Radial Tool here in AlignMix.